Hello, and today I'm here reviewing Prince Lestat, The Vampire Chronicles by Anne Rice. Okay, so I found Anne Rice when I was a teenager, and I really loved the books until I got to like Memnock the Devil. And it's really funny because when I was like 16, 15, I really could not understand Memnock the Devil. So I didn't enjoy it. So I stopped. Even though I had all the books, I just stopped reading. So then, about 3 or 4 years later, I was like 18 or 19, I picked the series back up again, and Memnock the Devil became my favorite book. And behind that, my favorite book was Queen of the Damned. So this is the newest book in the Vampire Chronicles, which is like huge because they stopped for quite a while. When I found out that this was coming out, I actually decided to get the whole series in hardback because originally I had paperback. So I got the whole series in hardback and I reread the whole series right before I read this, and I was not disappointed. I was like, oh my god. I was so freaking, I was just happy while I was reading this book. But at the same time, I became so engrossed in it. And I'm really proud of myself because I actually finished it before Halloween was over. Because this was like my Halloween conclusion read. And I'm sorry if I sound a bit nasally. I have actually been really ill the last few days. It's probably why I'm also so pale. But I'm pale anyway. But anyway, so the book was fabulous. If you've never read The Vampire Chronicles, you need to pick them up because you don't know what you're missing. And it's a vampire book, but this is like, she is the reason that we think of vampires the way we do. They were monsters. They were terrifying monsters up until she began writing about them in a more sensual, brooding artist kind of way. And we fell in love with them. And this to me is what sparked all the vampire movies and books that have come out since. We have had a huge explosion in vampire related media and things. The new Dracula movie came out. I haven't got to see it yet. I want to go see it so bad. When Dracula 2000 came out, I was like, this movie would not have been possible before these books. So it really changed the way we think about vampires. So in this book, basically it brings you up to date on everything, and we get a few surprises. There was one predictability that I saw coming from like the very beginning because it's talking about this thing called the voice. I was like, yeah, I know what that is. And I was right. But, and then towards the end, I was like, okay, I know how he's gonna deal with this. And it came true, but I was so happy with the ending. My only thought now is the next book gonna be about like rogue vampires going against what happened? Is that what's gonna happen? Is that gonna be the conflict that drives the next book? I'm trying to be like spoiler free, but is that gonna be what drives the next book? That's what I'm curious about. What do you think is gonna drive the next Vampire Chronicles book? Because I believe that it's been confirmed that she is going to write another one. It's going to be called Blood Paradise. And I'm wondering if that's going to be like because I mean, Blood Paradise, Paradise. How could you go beyond Paradise? You know what I mean? So I'm wondering when these books are going to end and if she's had any thought on when they might end. But like, comment, and subscribe. The next book I will be reading is going to be Waterfall. And this is the second book in the Teardrop. Yes, Teardrop. Yes, Teardrop. Okay, yes. In the Teardrop series. And honestly, they changed. Like, the first cover was way better. And I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. But we're going to talk about that in the next video. So like, comment, and subscribe. And hopefully I will see you soon.